Hi guys, Samurai here, back again with another video. It's my first video of the summer, and as the summer calls for, time to talk about Ash's Sinnoh Pokemon. I have no idea what this has to do with summer, I just wanted an intro. Ash's Sinnoh Pokemon are among the fans' favorite. I can't wait to see what I think, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video too. Remember, these are just my opinions. I would love for you to leave your rankings in the list down below, and I'll go through all the Pokemon as he caught them, not as I like them. That's how I usually do this one. Rip off! You ripped off Now Kelly, he did it better than you! Shut the f up, Mark. Anyways, time to start the video. Let's start off with Ash's Starly, also known as his Staraptor. And first things first, best bird! I don't care how many AG stats are in my comments. I like Staraptor more than I like Swellow. Now if you excuse me, Curl Blitz and I are going to probably have a heated discussion on why Staraptor against Swellow and why I like Staraptor more than Swellow. Yeah, you should go subscribe to Curl Blitz. He actually makes really good content. I'll probably leave his channel in the icon link down below. I don't remember that. But yeah, I love Staraptor. He's definitely one of Ash's powerhouse birds. His close combat fight against Honchkrow was just delicious. He got some key wins like against Maylene. I definitely love it and I would love to see it return. Hopefully, since Sinnoh remakes are happening, we get to see him in a Sky battle. Hopefully if Wynonna or Skyla ever returns, we can get a battle between the two. What about Faulkner? Who? I'm sorry, who is that Faulkner? The first gym leader in Johto. Still ringing a blank here. Anyways, let's move on to Turtwig. Turtwig is a phenomenal Pokemon. I enjoy it a lot. Grottle and Torterra, on the other hand, ooh, those could definitely use some work. I like Torterra as a design, but Torterra in the anime just sucked. And I think this had to do with real world circumstances, as they wanted the Pokemon big fight scenes to be expertly animated and not to be overly clunky like Torterra really is. I did wish he got some wins, and it's very sad that he didn't. But he did have a pretty good moveset with Rock Climb and Leash Storm. I would definitely love to see Torterra also return to gain its redemption. Hopefully, you know, again, due to Sinnoh remakes, we get to see him return. Maybe the fight against Erica or another person in the World Championship. Or if Ash ever goes up against Paul again, we could have his Torterra versus its Torterra, a mentor-mentee fight. We never really got that. It'd be like a Master Roshi versus Goku in the Tenkaichi Budokai kind of situation. That would be epic to see. Next up, we have Ash's, drumroll please. This is my best drumroll. Don't laugh. This is my best drumroll. I said this is my best drumroll. Next up, we have his Chimchar. Chimchar is a phenomenal Pokemon, and I think everybody can agree with that. Its story with relation into Paul and Ash's rivalry, it was just utterly beautiful the way it was all planned out. But one thing that was a sad thing is I loved Monferno's evolution, but it was critically underused in the series. I wish the year filler showed it off more, and I definitely think it deserves some more representation. We barely got to see Monferno throughout the series, so if we got to see more of Monferno, I would definitely heavily enjoy it. Next up, we have Ash's Weasel. Weasel is one of my personal favorite Pokemon of Ash's. I love its shonen protagonist attitude and the way it loves to battle, and I also love how this implemented one of the first times we ever see trading in Pokemon. I wish they did do this more often. Maybe we could have seen Ash with a Gigalith in the future, but I'm glad they introduced it here, as it gave us a good chance to switch between Apom, who had a pretty terrible fate, and Weasel, who actually got very much key victories like against Crash or Wake and Fantina with this counter shield. It was definitely a fun Pokemon to have. Next up, we have Ash's Gliscor. Gliscor is a pretty cool Pokemon. I have nothing but positive things to say about it. I like how it went through an arc of it being Shine Meek in order of it being a lovable and very strong Gliscor. It beats Paul's Drapion, which was very annoying, and I'm glad it did. It had very key moves like Fire Fang and Stone Edge along with X-Scissor. Ash's Gliscor is definitely one of his more unique Pokemon, and a Pokemon that I wish got shown more. It's very underrated now that I think about it. I wish it did get more screen time, but it did go to train with the Air Battle Master. It did come back strong with the move Giga Impact, which I think heavily helped it in the long run. So if we ever get to see Gliscor again, maybe again another World Championships battle. Hopefully, if Ash does enter the Masters 8 tournament, when we see the eventual match with Volkner, I would love to see him bring Gliscor in with his ground type, definitely shaking up what Volkner would have to do. But that's just food for thought. Next up, we have his final and probably one of the most popular members of Ash's team, Gibbel. Yes, I'm of the people that Gibbel should evolve. But if it evolved, it would lose its fighting style. Shut it, Mark. You're showing your inner Alex. Anyways, showing Gibbel, I would definitely love to see it evolve. And it was a tad shame that it didn't evolve. Most people agreed that Gibbel should have appeared earlier in the series, and I agree heavily. But due to Corey catching a Gibbel earlier, it kind of was a mismatch, and they could have had like two Gibbels run after the other. But it had some very key moves, and it even got a compliment from the Dark Track trainer Tobias himself, saying Gibbel, if his Draco Meteor faced any other Pokemon, it would faint. So I think that's a good enough consolidation to give Gibbel an A+ ranking. I'm not actually giving it an A+ ranking, I just said that because it was a part of the script. Anyways, let's go into my final rankings. So Staraptor gets a B tier, pretty good. Torterra gets a C tier, could be better. And Fernet gets the S tier. This is one of the first S tiers I've ever given to Ash's Pokemon. Weasel gets another A tier. Weasel was a very strong member of Ash's team and definitely deserves that A tier, but it's a very low A. I definitely think he could have been shown more, but for the time he was shown, he did do what he had to do, so he deserves that A tier, I think, personally. Next up, we have Ash's Gliscor. Gliscor also gets a low A tier. He was a very fun Pokemon to see and interact with. He definitely deserves that A tier more than anybody else. Take that mid A tier, buddy. And now we finally have Germo. Gibbel, I think I can give it another A tier too. It definitely deserves its A tier for being the MVP in the last few episodes of the series, knocking out almost all of Conway's Pokemon. So that's definitely fun to see. So I think it deserves that A tier. Overall, I give Ash's Sinnoh team an A tier. I definitely love this team. It showed off amazing chemistry with each other. Not to mention, all of them pretty much got high ranks. There was only one C and B tier, being Staraptor and Torterra, who honestly could have been shown more. They could have possibly gotten that A tier. A lot of these members of these teams have one of my favorites, but this has the most of my favorites by far. Unova or Alola might actually topple this one, considering a lot of my favorites are in those teams too. But we'll have to wait and see. So that's all I have for this video. It's pretty short, but I just did 2 what is back to back, which you can watch. Don't forget to tune into the Masters 8 podcast today. And Samurai out.